Wizkid was on this list. Machala himself was on this particular list. And not just him, the celestial being Ayra Star was also on this particular list. Wizkid secured the 11th position, while Ayra Star, affectionately known as celestial being, claimed the 18th position. Chat Data is a prominent music monitoring platform, and they revealed this particular one here. They said these people have been doing well for themselves in the year 2024. Not just Wizkid and Ayra Star was on this particular list. I think from South Africa, the popular musician Tyler was also on this particular list. Or the popular musician Tyler was also on this particular. The top 10 spots on Chat Data list are dominated by international renowned celebrities, with South Korean sensation Jimin actually leading that particular list. I'm looking for the names of a couple of artists that were on this particular list. That is, I can see Lady Gaga, I can see Billie Eilish, I can see Nicki Minaj. Couple of other artists were on this particular list and complete the list for 2024. But Nigerians that were on that list were Wizkid at number 11 and Ayra Star at number 18. Also, somewhere on the list, I don't know. Before I proceed with other information here, MC Pato, do you agree that Wizkid and Ayra Star had an amazing year 2024?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially for Ayra Star too. Why I felt somebody like Davido and the Burna Boy to also be in that list too. Yeah, because it's really fantastic. Yeah.
Yes, speaking of Davido and Burna Boy, they also bagged their own honorary positions in the top 20 music global icons shaping the future. Yes, top 20 music global icons shaping the future. This particular list had notable artists like Davido. He claimed the third position, the third spot in this particular one, with Wizkid and Burna Boy ranking 6th and 8th respectively. And couple of other artists were in this particular list. I know 2024 was a beautiful year for Afrobeat. 2024 was an amazing year for Afrobeat, and the A-list artists we have in Nigeria were really doing well for themselves. A lot of them had major breakthroughs for their careers in this particular year, even their personal life. Wizkid for once dropped an album that is still trending till this very day. Me and you, the dog. He dropped a couple of songs that are still trending until this very day when me and you they get this particular conversation. So I believe the year 2024 was amazing for our A-list artists. I'm talking about Wizkid, I'm talking about Ayra Star, I'm talking about Davido, I'm talking about Odogu himself, Burna Boy, and every other A-list artist right there, and even other Afrobeat artists. This year was amazing, and we are definitely looking for more things from them. Yes, we are definitely looking for more things from them. We're looking for a more successful 2025. And already Davido has already announced that he is dropping his album in the month of March. So to the very next story on my list, I think Wizkid is still on my list. Yes, Wizkid is still on my list for the very next story I have here. And this particular one is talking about Wizkid. I could call it a record, I could call it a milestone. Wizkid was nominated, or should I say, was recognized as the first African artist to surpass outstanding 8 billion streams on Spotify. 8 billion streams on Spotify. This is huge. We are not talking about millions, we are not talking about hundreds of millions, we are talking about billions. That's 8 billion streams on Spotify. I believe this particular feat was made possible by his track. I call it track, yes, by his track, One Dance that he did with Drake in the year 2016. Yes, of course. So One Dance that he did with Drake in the year 2016. That particular track alone actually had over 2 billion streams. And not just that one, I believe his song Essence that he did with them also had 1 billion streams on Spotify.